I figure at some point everyone dreams of riding a horse. Come on, admit it. We all love the idea of galloping across an open field on the back of a powerful steed, the ground rushing by, the wind in your face, all heroic looking, with your friends watching in slow motion. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Not. Well, not all the time anyways. The reality is, owning a horse is a lot of work. You wash them down and comb them out and feed them and shoe their hooves and train them to mind. Well, like I said, a lot of work. But horses are worth it, and people have felt that way for thousands of years. In fact, people loved horses back in the Bible times too. That's right. Learning about horses can help us understand the Bible. Is that cool or what? So come on, saddle up for a journey into the Gospels in the book of Zechariah. I'm Tara Strong, and this is Explore the Bible on Location. Okay, so today we're at Taproot Farm, and it's an amazing place to learn about horses. And I have someone I want you to meet. This is Susan.
Hi, how are you today?
Awesome, this is a beautiful place you have here.
Well, thank you. I want to introduce you to Jim. This is Jim, one of our quarter horses.
Oh, hi Jim. Okay, so how long have you been working with horses?
Since I was a very little girl, about 2 years old. It's been over 50 years.
Wow, cool. So how long does it usually take to train a horse?
Well, to get a well-trained horse, it takes quite a bit of time. You can saddle break them in 30 to 90 days, but then it takes several more years for them to calm down and learn their job. And by the time you've been working with them about 6 to 7 years, they're in that place you really want them to be.
Oh, wow. Okay, last question. Why do people love horses so much?
I can answer that for me. I love horses so much because they are so majestic, they're strong, and there's a total emotional attachment. You can feel their heart. You can get to know them. They have a personality. Mm-hmm. They also go way back in history. There is a reason for the word horsepower. Before we had engines, we had horses. They were our strength. They were our power. They gave us the ability to work and do jobs that we couldn't do without them. Only the noble, the majestic, the people that had money owned horses because they were expensive. So the reason we love horses, well, really, it's because we look so cool when we get to ride them.
Oh, well, stop it. I don't look that cool when I'm galloping with the wind in my face in slow motion.
Tara, for you, I have a really special ride today.
Oh, a ride for me?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I can just see it now. Me on my noble steed. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so ready to be a queen on my majestic beauty. Is it a fast horse?
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, okay. Cute. But I don't think he's gonna make me look cool, if you know what I mean. It's not that I have anything against donkeys or anything, but if I was a powerful king or queen riding into a city, I'd be riding a big, beautiful horse, right? It's not that I have anything against you. You're awesome. And I'd probably add a parade of elephants and peacocks and monkeys and hippos and lions and, well, maybe not lions, but you get the picture. But did you know that when Jesus, the King of Kings, rode into Jerusalem, he made a different choice? That's right. He chose a donkey, the Lord of all creation, on the back of a little donkey. Why? Well, it certainly wasn't a random decision. The prophet Zechariah foretold the coming king's entry into Jerusalem hundreds of years before it ever happened. Zechariah 9:9 states that the king who brings salvation would come on a colt or a small donkey. And that's exactly what happened. The day Jesus made his triumphal entry into Jerusalem, people filled the streets with palm leaves and their own robes. They cried, "Hosanna," and words of celebration from the Old Testament. They were honoring Jesus as king, and there he was, on a little donkey, not a large, powerful horse. Why? Because he wanted us to know he came as a humble savior, not as a political king of a government. He came to rescue his people from sin. He loves us so much, he sent Jesus to make a way for us, to be part of God's family once again. That next week was a big one for Jesus and his disciples. Not everyone in the city was happy to see Jesus in Jerusalem. That week was the last week of Jesus' ministry on earth. As you think about the events leading up to his sacrifice and resurrection, think about who Jesus really was and how he provided an example for us to follow. Jesus taught us how to love. He was willing to become a sacrifice on the cross so that we can have new life when we admit our sin, ask God for his forgiveness, and repent or turn away from our sin. This week, let's think about ways we can show God's love to others and love like he did, as a humble servant. I'm Tara Strong, and join me next time on Explore the Bible on Location.